Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be using the new Hermès Quad in the shade Ombres Fumées. If you want to see how I got this look and my thoughts on this quad, then just keep watching. And we're back. So I used the Glossier Stretch Foundation. I'm sorry I have a cough candy in my mouth because I'm still sick. It's just the sore throat will not go away. It's really annoying. So hopefully that'll end ASAP. Just using light number 2. Concealer. I just tried this guy. This is the Makeup Forever HD Skin. This is the new one. I just tried the shade 1.4Y. I think it's just a tad too dark, but I made it work. But I do think it looks nice. Like at the end of the day, it's not super creasy. I did not like the last one. I know a lot of people were obsessed with it, but wasn't for me. Made me look all like crinkly. This one I don't find does that. Bronzer, just this guy. I've been using this one a ton. This is the Back to the Beach bronzer by L.A Girl, and it's giant, but it's really nice. It's a nice kind of like neutral shade, which has like a tiny bit of a pink undertone to it, but it's really pretty. Sorry. And then just this powder, the Givenchy, and I think that's all I've done so far. My brows, obviously, which always look crazy, but what can you do? I'm gonna go in with the RMS blush in the shade Maiden's Blush. This, if you know, I've talked about it before. I thought I was buying it with the container, and turns out I was just buying the refill, but they didn't have, I went back online to see, and they actually didn't have the complete one. They only had the refill, so I was like, okay, whatever. So yeah, that's why I have the refill. So I'm just going in with a Real Techniques brush. Forgot the name there, like Samantha Chapman. And this one does have a little sheen to it, so you can do it sans highlight, but I'll probably use a highlight anyway. I don't know why, because it's fall. Usually by now my skin calms down, but lately my whole forehead all week, today is like the first day that it's actually looking okay, all week breaking out, and it's been super oily, and I'm like, what am I doing different? Like, I don't understand. I've been using just like my regular, I thought maybe it was from the Glossier foundation, but I didn't use it all week. I used the Revlon just to see, and still. So I think like my hormones, or maybe it's because I've been eating a little bit junky lately, but that needs to calm down, and I need to stop with that. Stop with the sugar. Need to get into wedding dress shape, because I do not feel like I am right now, that's for sure. I had a point in my life where, if you go back pretty far into my videos, but don't because they're embarrassing, you can see I was like very skinny, verging on too skinny, I would say, but never not eating. I was always eating like a really healthy, large amount, I would say. But I was going to the gym. I was very depressed at this time. I'd just gone through a breakup, got cheated on, all that, and I was kind of using the gym as my, I don't know, therapy. And then yeah, I was just heavily into it, and was obviously in the best shape I've ever been in, but also was in my 20s. So obviously your hormones change, and I think it's pretty normal that it's harder to lose weight when you kind of pass your 30s. But I'm really going to try to get back into it. We go to the gym all the time. I mean, we go like, this might be triggering to some people, and I'm sorry if it is. If it is, I mean, I guess you can just skip through a little bit. I don't really like listening to people talk about weight and stuff because I'm not in the best place that I want to be in, but I just wanted to, you know, give a little disclaimer. But yeah, so I just want to get back to where I feel healthy. I think, like, I don't think I'm big or anything like that, and that's not what I'm saying. I just want to feel, you know, like toned, strong, and I did feel very strong when I was at that point in my life. And then of course I met my fiance and we were like snacking and everything, and I just want to get back to where I'm eating very clean and getting a lot of cardio in, because I feel like that's one thing that I'm slacking in. And yeah, but anyways, that's it. I just want to get into shape where I just feel good and strong, and I just want to feel like I feel and look my best in my wedding dress. So that's it. But I think this is why you're here. This is the Ombre d'Hermès palette de couleur. Okay, I'm gonna read it in English. Color palette set of 4 eyeshadows. So when I first see this, I'm like, okay, this is a substantial size, right? I know it's in the round compact, but I see this and I think it's a decent size quad. Well, it's 3 grams, so not even a gram per shadow, but I will show you. The packaging is very beautiful. Everything, it comes in this box, then in this box. So I'll already be like, okay, getting a little bit smaller here. Then we have it in here. And then here it is. Okay, so when I first saw this, I wasn't scared. I was just, okay, that's fine. Beautiful packaging, looks big when I'm showing it to you here. I got the shade Ombres Fumées, number 5. And then I opened it and I was like, this is tiny. So I think the promo photos, even when I'm showing it to you now, it doesn't look that small, but like, look at, just the size of my mouth, pretty much. They're tiny. So this is the one that I got. It was between this one and I think it's called Mordore. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. But I just really liked this shade here, which is kind of like, it's not greeny, but it's kind of like a grayish, greeny taupe. Then we have that nice kind of light brown, we have that black, and then that silver. So is it the most unique shade story? No. Also, if you look in here, a lot of people miss this. There's a little teeniest tiny brush you've ever seen. So there it is. Again, looks big when I hold it up like this, but teeny tiny. So I think we will start. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I was trying to decide between this one and that one, but then I pulled out this palette, which is the Mothership 10, and realized that the shades in that Mordore really look similar to these two and this one, or sorry, these 3, can't count. This burgundy one, this gold one, this deeper kind of brown tone, and then this like whitish kind of champagne-y shade. So I'll swatch that just to show you, because I was like, do I need this? For the price, I was like, I am only getting one for sure. I did contemplate getting to, and then I was like, okay, you're being crazy. Slow down. But yeah, I just figured I probably had these shades, and I'm sure I have those ones too, if I'm being honest, but I just think this is so similar. And then with the gold, you could always go in with that topper also to just even jazz that gold up a bit. So I could pretty much get the exact same look. I'm not saying the texture is the same or that it's the same type of formula at all, but I just know I could get the same look. And that was kind of what I was most interested in. So for that reason, I purchased, really need to stop grabbing stuff behind the camera. For that reason, I purchased the Fumé, and I will do swatches of that as well. I'm almost like scared to do swatches because it's so tiny. Don't want to use it all up, but I will. So this is that kind of taupey. And I mean, this color immediately makes me think of the Patrick Ta palette that just came out. When I first saw this, I thought it would be more similar to like the Lisa Eldridge palette. I'm trying to remember the name here. Vega. I thought it would be close to Vega because I thought that brown, or sorry, the black looked a little more blue. But like there are definitely similarities for sure. But this one's definitely more cool toned, I would say. Okay, back to business. So that's that kind of greeny, browny, grayish. It's got many tones to it. So now I'm gonna go in with that black, and the black is it does have that Hermès logo kind of imprinted in it. So we have the black, and last but not least, the silver. So I'll just show you. They do pack a punch. I mean, for being a luxury brand, you would think it would be more Chanel-like, like soft. But from what I've seen from swatches and other people, looks like they do pack quite a punch. So we're gonna go in first with that brownie tone here, this taupey brown, and we will go into the crease. I think maybe I'll do one eye and then go do my other eye off camera, just to kind of speed it along a little bit, because if you know me, you know I can get carried away with talking, and I know that could be annoying to some people. But this shade is very pretty. It's going on nicely. I mean, it's a lighter brown, so I'm quite fair. If you do have a deeper skin tone, I don't know how much this would show up, but again, very pretty, kind of just taupey, perfect crease kind of shade. Sometimes I feel like I really have to build up these types of tones, even with the Patrick Ta. Even though it's pigmented, it's just light, so I have to kind of build it up a bit. But that's very pretty. I would just wear that on its own. Now we're going to go into, I'm sorry, I'm like drooling. We're going to go into, yeah, I'll use this brush. That kind of grayish. This does have, so just to be clear, this shade and this shade, the black and the taupey shade, are both matte, the square colors. These two, this one is definitely like a glittery kind of top coat type shade, and this one does have a sheen slash like micro glitters in it. Not glittery, but definitely has, it's kind of like those ColourPop shades, you know, the ones that are matte but they have just like a micro glitter on them. But I feel like the micro glitter doesn't really last on the eye. Does that make sense? I hope so. But yeah, the shade is really pretty. Hopefully it's picking up on camera. I think everything looks so much better in real life. But there are some really good swatches out there if you wanted to. I would say mostly on Instagram is where I've seen the best kind of swatching of these. And I know I've said it before, but go check out my friend Jeanette. I will link her channel down below. She's amazing. She always has very beautiful luxury makeup tutorials. She's a makeup artist as well. So go check her out. So now I'm gonna go in with my pencil brush, I think. We're gonna do like a smudgy black kind of liner here. I'm trying to do something similar to the promo photo of this shade, or this quad, I should say. Sorry about that. I might even take, I feel like this is not doing what I want it to do, so I might go in with just a little bit more dense. Everyone only ever texts me when I'm doing a video, I swear. Okay. And is this like an extraordinary out of the ordinary type look? No. You can definitely achieve this with any type of smoky palette that you own. So I'm trying not to do a liner today. I think I just want to use the eyeshadow. But y'all, these are too pricey. Just too pricey in general. This silver we're gonna go in with. I don't want to go too heavy with the silver, so I'm going to just tap it in the middle. So there we go. Okay, so that's what we're looking like. I just went in with an angled brush and kind of pulled this out just a tiny bit more. Sorry, my dad is coming here because he is caulking our toilet. I'm just doing to the other eye what I just did to this eye. And he is doing that because we are having a little baby silverfish issue, and they're coming from underneath the toilet, and I'm so disgusted. We live in a condo, and like we literally never have bugs in here, like ever. And I'm like, what is happening? Because they would only come out, I swear, I'd get up in the middle of the night or something to go to the bathroom, or I'd open the door and then I would see something scurry, and I'm like, and it wasn't like walking, it was like slithering, and I'm like, I can't. So my dad is coming to fix the situation. So yeah, anyway, that's what that was about. But this on its own is just really pretty. Like just these two shades, these two shades I think look beautiful. You don't have to use that silver. I just wanted to obviously show you it. So show you what it can do and show you the full potential of this quad. But yeah, just that is pretty, I think. So again, I'm gonna go back into the black and just give it a little smudge. But yeah, if anybody knows what I can do about this super oily skin issue, I don't know what is happening. Like, even looking at my chin right now, I'm like, why? We're going into winter. Why am I so shiny? Like, I know the Glossier gives kind of a more like natural look, where I'm used to the Revlon, which is more of a matte kind of texture on the skin, but finish, I should say. But I've been wearing that one and I'm still getting greasy with that one, and I'm like, what's happening? I wonder if the formula has changed a little bit. Like, I know they changed the packaging. It still goes on beautifully and looks really pretty on the skin and smooth, but I'm feeling like I'm getting oily and I don't know why. And so that is frustrating me. So I don't want to be just like a oily little mess. I want my makeup to last, especially if I'm getting ready to do makeup for my wedding, and that's going to be in summertime, which is going to be just, I'm scared for my face. Part of me is like, I want Botox for my wedding, but I'm scared. I'm scared of Botox, and I'll tell you why. You might not believe it, because it's still big, but I did have my nose done because it was a very hook nose. It's still too long. I wish he would have shortened the tip more. And I do have like a couple teeny tiny little bumps on there, and I think that was like a scar tissue thing. But I just wasn't 100% happy with it. And I feel like my body just rejects anything that is not natural. And I feel like I would be the one person, well, not the one, I know it's happened to other people, just going in with that silver again. I feel like I would be that person where my body would just like reject Botox and be like, nope. And it would, you know, do its thing and migrate. And I don't want it. I don't want it. So we'll see. I mean, maybe when I'm obviously a little bit older, I might change my mind. But I know it's like you do it for preventative reasons. And well, I'm there, honey. I'm almost 40. So I feel like I should have started already if I was going to do it. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Have you gotten it? Are you happy with it? If anything, I'd want to do my measly little upper lip. But again, I don't know. I've seen too many stories where the people are just like, have to get them dissolved because something goes wrong, or they migrate, or they have, you know, like lumps in their lips, and it scares me. It scares me. So I'm not against it. I'm against it when you're like so young and you have nothing to worry about, and I'm just like, why are these young people just ruining their skin? Okay, so again, I'm going in with that silver and just kind of popping it just in the corner, just a tiny bit. So what do we think about this look so far? So I am just gonna go in with my mascara, and I will be right back. This is just the One Coat Wow mascara, and then I'll be back to do the lower waterline. I just wanted to show you the difference mascara makes. Like, isn't that crazy? That is crazy. This is the One Coat Wow mascara. So Auntie, if you're watching, Huda Beauty, One Coat Wow. But the only problem with this, like, I love how it looks on the eyelashes, but I find I do get a little bit of transfer up top. I don't put it on the bottom ones because I know that it does transfer a bit. And that's the only problem. But besides that, I just think it looks crazy on the lashes and it looks really good. So I'm just going to finish my other one. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. We're going to go in with these two shades on the bottom lash line. I know I said waterline before. I meant to say lash line. I'll never forget when I was doing a video and I kept saying in my crease, and I meant to say inner corner. I kept putting stuff in my inner corner and I was like, yeah, I'm just putting it in my crease right now. And I'm like, what was I talking about? I always like fumble on my words when I'm doing a video for some reason. Even though like there's nobody actually in front of me, I don't know why. Sometimes still get like, not nervous, but you know. Okay, so that's what we're looking like now. Gonna go in with those two shades again on this eye. And I'm not sure what lipstick I want to use. I think I'm gonna go in with my Gucci because it's a more cool tone look. So I'm gonna get kind of right into it. Do I think that this palette is worth it? No. I think simply for the fact that the size is much smaller than expected. So number one, I was kind of disappointed with that. Performance is great. I have zero issues, zero complaints. The only thing is I just don't think the price reflects like the amount that you get. I think if it were more Chanel quad priced, I would understand it a bit more. But, and I know luxury is just expensive. You're paying for the name too. I get that. But even Gucci, I think, is more reasonably priced. So, I don't know. It's beautiful. I don't regret getting it. I'm happy to have it. I'm definitely going to wear it for sure because these are for sure my types of tones. I just used the eyeliner in the Victoria Beckham liner in the shade Ash. And CoverGirl mascara in Exhibitionist. But yeah, I just think they're just a little too overpriced, and to me it's worth it because I'll be wearing it and I'll actually use it. But if I had gotten a color that was a little more out of my comfort zone that I would just wear every now and again, then I probably would have been like pretty disappointed. But what I mean by it's not worth it, because I know a lot of people will be like, well, what do you mean? It's obviously luxury, so it's going to be way more expensive. That I get. Gucci, Chanel, all of that. I understand their pricing. The packaging is more luxurious. I like the little geometric shapes here. So this, I think, was inspired by like nature. So this is like smoky. And then I think the blue was like inspired by water. Maybe the Mar d'Arrêt was like gold. I'm not sure, but I know it was inspired by nature. And I kind of do like the geometric shapes. A lot of people are like, this is so displeasing to the eye, and I get it, but I don't know. I like it. But yeah, I just think I could get a whole Patrick Ta palette and more. I could probably get a Patrick Ta palette and a blush for the price of this. So, you know, that's 12 shades. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even use the brush. No. Okay, well, I forgot to use the little tiny, teeny brush. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'll try to use it in another video, maybe. But yeah, this is just what it looks like. Cute. And like, again, the packaging, everything, it's luxe, it's pretty, it's beautiful. But I just think the amount that you could get an entire Natasha Denona palette for this price with 15 shades. I don't know, 15? I think it's 3 rows of 5. But But again, beautiful, performed beautifully, very luxurious. I don't know. I feel like I can do this with what I own. But again, I don't regret it. I just probably won't be buying more. I did think about getting Mode d'Arrêt. I did, but I'm like, no, I have what I have and I can create exactly the same thing. Did ask a few people who have that one to compare it to Mothership, so we'll see. This is Anywhere Caffeine. I haven't worn this one in a long time because I find it a little orangey compared to the ones that I have now. I don't know. It looks a little orange. I don't know. I don't like it. I used to really like it. I don't know what's happening now. No, just don't want it. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna go over it a little bit with the Give, and this is Do Whatever. Why does it look brown on other people and so warm on me? Okay, so we are gonna go in with Gucci. Sorry. Same old. Carol Beige. And I'm trying to just kind of dab it on. And I think I'll add just a little bit lighter shade too, just so I don't look so gray and washed out. Let's go in with Dolce de Leche from CoverGirl. You know I have my favorites. I always have super dry lips. Sorry. Apologize in advance for the dryness. Right here. All right, let's take these little bad boys out. My hair is not its best today. I was going to wash it and then I was like, I am really just too lazy. So it needs a good wash, and also I'm gonna go get it done soon. So that's exciting. But yeah, this is the finished look using Hermès. What is it called again? Ombres Fumées. Ombres Fumées. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you're on the fence and you have the budget, I would say that's fine. Get it. I think you would love it. I don't think you would regret it, but it's just very pricey. So if you don't have the budget for it, I think stick with the formulas that we all know and love, where you get a multitude of shades. So I hope that helps. I love you so much, and thank you again for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.